What's up, lovely people? Maron Gaming here, and welcome to my guide on the Hunter Devastating Shot Fire build. And I'm gonna go through all skills, all the items, and everything. And as you will see in the guide that my gear is not optimized, and you will also see here in the guide that me and my voice is definitely not in sync. And I apologize for that, but I made a little mistake, and I didn't want to re-edit the whole video. I was so tired. I am tired because I've been streaming for 15 hours like almost every day. So hope you will enjoy this guide and get some really cool crits and have a good time in Assassin's Creed Odyssey because the game is awesome. I'll catch you guys later and enjoy the guide. Peace out. Better bow than this one. So we use this one till we unlock this one. This one was unlocked on level 20 and made the build possible and just significantly increased the damage. Pay attention to my armor. Right there, okay? 1457. So we're gonna go through the skills now, alright? Remember the armor. And you can see here, I will skill in to warrior abilities, and of course I'm gonna skill into hunter, and I'm gonna skill into assassin. So I will go through the most important that you should get early on, and then remember this build starts at level 20. So whatever you do before that doesn't really matter. You can go with whatever build you want. If you find it to be very difficult to play the game on Nightmare, just hang on. I mean, it's not gonna be so difficult to get through and get to level 20. You will do fine. But one skill that you want to unlock really early on is definitely Second Wind. So this is a must for any build, in my opinion. Basically, if you get hit and your health is low, you heal. So I don't need to explain why this is so good. And on level 3, it removes fire and poison effects. So really, really powerful. Gearmaster, really good. As you can see here, 1457 was our armor, right? Yeah, 1457 goes up to 1895. And then on top of that, you get some range damage reduction on level 2. And you can see here. So you get to 90%. So 90% more armor, 20% range damage reduction, and the chance to stagger is really nice because when it happens, the enemy just stand there and look stupid, and you can either get another hit on that enemy, or you could, just get some distance between you and that enemy and then fire off a devastating shot. So super important, these two. And then of course you want devastating shot. This is to make the build work even, so really important. Obviously archery master. And if you want to recruit mercenaries that are that you find out in the world, that I mean the best way is, whenever you go into a camp, whenever you see a mercenary, instantly hit your eagle and check out that mercenary with that eagle so that you can see, like, hey, this mercenary has really good stats. I want this mercenary on my boat. So think about that before you kill any mercenary or any big camps. Some big camps have really powerful enemies, and those have maxed boat stats. So if you want to get really good stats on your ship crew, think about that. Then you want to get Arrowmaster. You don't have to knock them out with a kick. Kick can be annoying because you can kill the enemy even if it says that the target won't be killed. I've had the target bounce from on a wall or on something and they die anyways. It's like it's a super nice skill. I love it, and I've had some good fun kicking people off like cliffs, as you can see, this one looks really hilarious. I love it. So if you want to have some fun, get the kick, but it's not necessary for the build. But yeah, Arrowmaster is the safest bet. You will unlock paralyzing arrows instantly, and even if it says that the health goes down to 0, the enemy will not be killed. So think about that. This is a skill I would definitely get. And obviously Sixth Sense. When this happens, and if you let's say you've already hold down LT for me and Y, to use my devastating shot, and this one procs in, you get this bonus damage on top of this. So it's going to be, for example, 290 times 2, so 580, plus an additional 150, and also the time slows, so you can also snap to another target when this happens. So it's super, super nice. It locks on. You have to... it's not going to lock onto the head, so you have to kind of aim for the head. So just think about that. I was a little confused sometimes when this happened, and I was like, damn, it didn't lock onto the head. And then I read and I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. It doesn't lock onto the head. It says that it unlocks to the locks to the torso. So think about that. So these are the skills I would acquire first for this build. And to ramp up the damage even further, you want to go for flaming attacks. This one does not take adrenaline points, so just keep that in mind. No adrenaline points, and it deals super, super good damage when you combine it with Fire Mastery. And you can see here, you increase the burning time with the next upgrade. So, and the third will be that there is no cooldown, so you can basically keep the enemies on fire all the time. But here is where it gets really interesting. You can see here, it's like, oh, okay, the fire buildup 40%. That's really nice. They will just start burning quicker, 15% on top of the 25, and it also increased the time that they will burn for. So really nice. Definitely get this. And on level 3, you will see here that the burning buildup goes up to 60. So some enemies, they will burn in 2 arrow shots, and some enemies will take like 4 or 5. So it depends on what kind of enemy that you're facing. If it's a big monster, or if it's a big animal, for example, or a monster, then yeah, it will definitely take more arrows to get them to burn. But yeah, the thing is, the burning damage also, you get an additional 40% burning damage, so super, super effective, and definitely something that you should get if you can. And this one I find to be very good in certain situations, and that is when you have enemies with bigger shields. The bigger shield enemies, it is so difficult to get a headshot on them. So either you want to stay really far away from them, and they want to close the distance, so sometimes it can be difficult. And if you have an adrenaline bar, you kind of want to just remove that pesky shield, and you need 2 levels to break the bigger shields. As you can see here, you can see here, and also the good bonus here is that the target gets stunned. So if you, for example, want to get in some hits and just get adrenaline quickly, you can use a dagger and just go ham, slice him up with that dagger just to get the adrenaline. Even if you're not dealing much damage, you can see my warrior damage is basically nothing. So this one helps with that when they get stunned. Beware though, some enemies recover faster and they will hit you instantly with a powerful attack sometimes, so beware though. I use this, so I do not go without this skill. This is an important skill in my opinion, but these are more important, the ones that I showed you before. And for the one that I also like, and this one you should get, but it's not something that you must have. I just find this to be really nice. It's a passive, and it's not going to take up a slot. Basically, when you walk around an area, it will reveal that area. You can see I can't use it now, but boom. So if there's any treasure around that area, it's gonna reveal that treasure. Or if there's material, you can hear a sound here. There, materials. So I like that. And then you got this beautiful baby right here. This is a really good skill, guys. This is nice even though you're not playing an assassin with this build. This is really nice because on level 3 you deal bonus damage if you're not noticed. And you are not noticed if you shoot this from a distance. they will die with, especially when you get the bonus damage from this, they will die in one hit. Most likely, even the stronger enemies will die in one hit. I've killed like the stronger humans in one hit when everything of this procs. Like, he sees me and Sixth Sense procs and bam, he dies instantly. So I definitely would skill into this, but you can do what you want. This is another good skill. This requires you to not be seen. If you're not seen, you can use this. So you need to stand kind of close to the enemy though when you call this in. And remember, if you're spotted, this one does not work. What's good with Call to Arms is that one of these, especially earlier on Nightmare mode, can take out like 5-6 enemies alone. It's super powerful. This requires you to not be seen, so remember that. I skill this one, and I've had some great fun seeing the soldier that I spawn in just tear everything up. So these are the skills that I will go with, and later on you unlock Overpower. This is like level 18. This is useless for the Hunter build, but this one is not useless. This one just straight up buffs your overall damage and gives you a huge damage buff, especially on level 2 and 3. You can see here that it goes up to 35 and the seconds goes up to 15, and you're invulnerable in this specific at this specific moment. When you pop it, you're invulnerable, so you can't take damage, but you can't die. If you get out of it, you will have 0 health if you've had 0 health in the fight. Let's say the enemy brings you down to 0 health and you get out of this one, you do not come in with full health. You will stay at 0 health, so you better have that healing ready once you get out of the battle cry of Ares. And as you can see here on level 3, every hit received boosts attack damage. So yeah, if you take any damage, you will deal more damage. So that's pretty cool. It will work better, of course, if you're a warrior, because yeah, you're just gonna stand in there and take the hits and go ham at them. But yeah, that's that for the skills for now. Let's go into gear. For this build to work, you need Achilles bow, and it drops on level 20. And I go for bow charging speed. I think that's the best skill to go here. And I do the same for boots. So these two, I instantly put bow charging speed on, and I think you should as well. And for the other two weapons, you can see this one has 300. You may wonder, what the hell are you doing, Marv, with 300 damage? I'm not using these. The only thing I want these for is the hunter damage, and also the devastating shot engraving. When you get this bow, you also unlock the engraving. So if you get a full set, you unlock the engraving for that set. So remember that, guys. You unlock the engraving for that set, and you will be able to put that on specific item pieces. Weapon engravings goes on weapons, of course, and armor engravings goes on armor. And yeah, so definitely go for devastating shot here and here. And I would say adrenaline per hit and hunter damage is good, so I would go for those. Fire damage is also really nice, so that's why I'm using this dagger, for example. For the helm, I don't like my helm, but this is the best one I've got so far. I don't like my gauntlets either. I would like the same ones, because adrenaline per hit is super OP, especially against enemies that have more health. If you're facing humans, adrenaline per headshot is better, but if you're facing like stronger enemies, like bosses and stuff, adrenaline per hit owns. It just lets you use your stronger abilities more often, so keep that in mind. But pretty straightforward. You want hunter damage and you want bow recharge speed if you can have that. Those are the ones that are most important along adrenaline. I am gonna try this set tomorrow and see how well it works, but every time I skip 1 or 2 items with adrenaline per hit, I feel like the build just gets so much weaker. I can't use my devastating shot more often. So there you go, guys. I hope this guide helped, and I hope you guys understand the build. And you will see, I'm also gonna upload a video on. I'm gonna also upload a video on when I'm using the build in practice, and you can see how it looks. I will say though that keeping distance and being a little sneaky definitely rewards this build, but you can also go in like I did in my video. I've already made a video, by the way, but yeah, you can see what I'm doing in that video. I'm gonna go into a fort and I'm just gonna tear everything up. You have to kind of understand dodging and stuff as well, and try to hit the headshots. This build is really powerful if you can hit headshots. I'm using a controller right now, and I'm hitting headshots. So if you're on PC and you're using a mouse or keyboard, you shouldn't have any difficulties hitting a headshot with the bow. So thank you for watching, guys. Many more videos will come, and the next builds that I'm gonna do and the next playthroughs is a warrior playthrough and an assassin playthrough. So you can watch me on Twitch. I will put the link down in the description. Catch you guys later. Have a good one. I hope you guys enjoy Assassin's Creed Odyssey as much as I do. Peace, everyone.